Good morning, welcome back to the channel. I might be the Raven, and joining me today,
I want to kill myself.
that is Birdman, aka Birdime. His channels will be linked in the description below. Today, we are ranking every single Pokemon starter, excluding Pikachu, Eevee, and Pokemon like that, because they're just not on here and we're not going to add them to it. We're going to be going by Gen, and this is in honor of the new Pokemon Scarlet and Violet coming out soon. Now, let's get into the video.
Starting off with the classics, the OGs, Bulbasaur, Charizard, and Squirtle.
So I guess we're just going to start with little Bulbasaur here. Everyone hates on him a little bit, actually.
Yeah, but to me, I think all the first ones should just be S tier, because they're the starting ground, you know what I mean? Like, I don't see why any of them would be lower. They should at least be A tier, because they're the first, they're the best, they're the legends. Everyone else has tried to beat them since.
There's no real issues I can think with them off the top of my head, so, you know what? Let's go. Squirtle. Next up, though, we got Gen 2.
Yeah, I don't know their names off the top of my head. I'm not a virgin.
The Johto region, we got Chikorita, we got Totodile, and we got Cyndaquil.
Okay, Cyndaquil was always one of my favorites when I was younger. I think Cyndaquil was probably like my first real favorite starter. I am very biased for Cyndaquil. I like all three of these. And we're only judging by the first ones, by the way. We're not going to be like, oh, well, this one turns into this or anything like that. We're just judging by the first ones.
Another grass one that's hated on is Chikorita. It's not the most exciting Pokemon, and I can't tell you what fucking animal it's supposed to be off the top of my head. But
like a squash. Chikorita is definitely lower for me personally. I like them in the show, but I just,
It is trying to be Bulbasaur pretty hard. Like, you even got the 4 legs.
A lot of them are trying to be Bulbasaur. Like, all the Leaf ones, every so often, like, they take something from Bulbasaur. To me, I think Totodile is higher. I think he looks cool. I think he's iconic. I think Cyndaquil maybe just being tied because they are a famous fire starter. But I don't know. Definitely I don't think any are S tiers here.
I think we can both agree Totodile is definitely an A tier.
Yeah. Maybe B tier. Comparing and look at the other water starters, I think a B tier.
I don't know, I think it's one of the more higher up water starters in my mind.
Well then what? I would judge based on where we're putting Cyndaquil and Chikorita. I think Chikorita is like a C tier, B tier maybe, depending where Totodile goes. Then Cyndaquil in the middle.
Do you want to note any like typing differences, by the way?
I don't give a fuck.
I think so. The only one would be poison grass for Bulbasaur.
I just don't give a fuck. It doesn't really matter that much.
Okay, I'm just.
They have like 2 moves when they start. They all suck. They all get the same 2 moves.
So you're saying that Cyndaquil? I was honestly not paying attention to you. So Cyndaquil goes along with Totodile?
If they're in B tier, I don't think Cyndaquil should be higher than B. So it depends on if you think Totodile really should be in A. Then it can be an A.
I see no issue with Totodile. Totodile is awesome.
I don't know, because I just know there's a few other Pokemon that I think are better. That's why. I think it's a B tier.
Okay, fine. But, I do want to reserve that we can modify these later.
I think B tier for those 2, Chikorita C. Because unless you watch the show, they just have a shitty design. That's just my opinion.
That's for Chikorita, right? Not for the
yeah.
other two? Okay, because I was about to say, I do like the designs for those two.
Yeah, they actually tried with those 2 designs.
Chikorita is just bad design in comparison to
Every other.
Bulbasaur.
Into almost every one, honestly. There's only a few that it's better than.
Yeah, okay. Whatever. Fuck this bullshit.
Sorry, Totodile.
Next one. I think they really kick it up into a high gear with these three.
We got the Hoenn region with Trico, Torchic, and Mudkip. I will be giving a warning right now. I'm pretty sure I got all these ones correct, but after a while, these names will be definitely messed up by one of us.
I think these three are all A tier. I think these three are why the last gen is kind of like more or forgettable. Mudkip definitely is an A. And that's why I think Totodile should be a B, because Mudkip is great. It's cute. These three had such simple designs, you didn't need to try hard. Pokemon Dungeon saves the grass dude, I already forgot his name.
Trico, I personally love Trico, because comparing to the fact that you got two very similar grass type designs in a row, Trico being completely different, and then the next one being like also in the same similarness, out of the first four, Trico is completely different.
I think a lot of grass starters also kind of take from Trico.
I would say Torchic, that's also kind of different compared to the last two. It's very actually kind of different starter at times until you get later on down the line, but
my only problem with Torchic is they kind of look just like a regular game Pokemon, but Torchic is just so cute, I think they should still be an A tier.
I definitely like, we can't talk about the evolutions, but definitely good evolutions, but Torchic
has a
staring at it right now, it's kind of like, right now it's kind of basic. I would say if Totodile is a B tier, I definitely want to give, no offense to Torchic, I kind of, for some reason, I don't know why I want to move that one down to B tier.
Since we moved Totodile down, I'll compromise and say Torchic can be a B tier. So A for everyone, besides Torchic, is a B. Sorry, Torchic.
Not as bad as Chikorita, at least.
That's true. We're gonna get into some worse ones. As I think these three are some of the best starters, though. They definitely help popularize Pokemon once again. I think they're great. It's a good game. What is the next starters?
We got the Sinnoh region with Torchwig, Chimchar, and Piplup. I think this is the last class of starters that is completely solid.
Well, I disagree.
What?
Torchwig is just a fake Bulbasaur. They have some great evolutions later on. It's just, I think they're honestly just shit. They're just a copy. It's literally just the same thing.
Ooh, and took the leaf on the head from Chikorita. It still has
I like them in the show. I just don't like them when you actually look at it. I think they cannot be higher than a C tier.
Chimchar, though. We can agree Chimchar is pretty lit, though.
Chimchar and Piplup are fucking iconic. I think Piplup should be an S tier. I think Chimchar, A or S. They're just so iconic. Every white girl who likes Pokemon has a Piplup phase. Piplup's great.
I kind of think Chimchar is better than Piplup, actually. I would say...
But Piplup's iconic, though.
I would say we go Chimchar in S and Pip, if anything, for S, and Piplup a step down.
Listen. Let's put Torchwig somewhere. That's fine. I don't know where you want Torchwig, what I'm saying now. Piplup is an S tier. Lowest A, and if Chimchar is an S tier, Piplup deserves to be an S tier.
I don't think Piplup is that perfect.
And they're both in an A tier.
Fine. But
Torchwig is
like I would say we're not definitely agreeing on a lot of these.
Torchwig is like a C or D.
I don't think, no, it's definitely not bound enough to be D.
Fine. C then.
Fine.
I won't go lower. They suck in design. You cannot tell me they don't have a bad design. Which sucks. Because they are good Pokemon. I think they're one of the strongest leaf starters. It just sucks that they would have been higher if they were forced. I would say this, I also like Torchwig better than I do Bulbasaur. It's just, we'll have to be fair here.
Next, we got the Unova region with Snivy, T-Pig, and Oshawott. I think Snivy, whatever.
Snivy.
It took the cool. It's trying to be Trico, and it's even trying to copy the cool.
I'm trying
factor.
not to be biased because I hate the later evolutions. You know, it just kind of ruined it. It's okay. I don't know. I think all these are only okay. Oshawott is my favorite from these three.
T-Pig, I think I would enjoy so much more if it was a Pokemon just regularly
Same.
in the game. I think all these I would enjoy so much if they're regular in the game. For some reason, I agree with you that Oshawott, for some reason,
What to me
is the one that's most like a starter to me. Well, I guess Snivy
I was
is.
about to say Snivy and Oshawott both look like starter. I like T-Pig, but T-Pig is just so many different Pokemon. Like it has the swiggly tail of the other one. It's later evolution, even though we're not judging on it. It's just like Machomp's evolution with the wrestling.
No, that's the cat.
Oh, that's the cat?
I think, yeah, that's the cat.
Oh. What does T-Pig's evolution look like?
Remember T-Pig is Embo and stuff?
I don't fucking remember. It's not like we can really judge on it. I just want to see. For my own sake. Oh, yeah, that kind of sucks.
I hate the second evolution of T-Pig, honestly.
Okay.
Back to the point.
So, I just think T-Pig is just so many different Pokemon. Like, it's kind of just average. It doesn't look like a real starter into later evolutions. Where kind of Snivy takes the other route and his evolution doesn't look like a starter. Even though we're judging from the base of it, I'm just saying.
I think actually in comparison to... I think at the final stage they kind of look like starters. I just think T-Pig is a step down and Snivy I just think is a fake Trico.
I think the highest we can say is...
But also, Oshawott's a fake Piplup in the same regard.
Oh, yeah. Even in the show, he acts like a fake Piplup. I would say the highest would be Oshawott. And the highest I would say is a B for them. What do you think?
I think I can be fine with that. We'll at least give Oshawott B for now.
I would say then...
Do you want to go Snivy and C and T-Pig D?
I was about to say the other way around.
Harsh.
I was about to say the other way around, honestly.
Why? We insulted T-Pig a lot more with its copiness from not only from like other Pokemon, and it just looks like a regular Pokemon more than a starter.
Oh, I just think Snivy is just a different looking Trico.
Want to give them the same kind?
Yeah, we'll give them both a C because it gets much worse from here. We can change it later. They both can just be a C for now. C's not even that bad. It's just average. I have no idea. I don't know the names of any of these next ones. I know one of them turns into Grow Ninja. Some shit like that.
We got the Kalos region with Chespin, Fennekin, and Froakie.
I'm calling none of these by the names. Okay, straight up, I think this is a pretty low-looking generation.
They tried to change up the formula a little bit with the color schemes for all of these, with like a brown being the main one for Chespin, a lot more yellow and white for Fennekin, and then, well, Froakie still has the blue, but it still has a lot of white on it as well.
Froakie starts a bad trend of trying to make the water one the goofy one. Maybe it started with Oshawott, but this is the one where they try to be way too goofy. The fire one just tries to be something completely, like, you know, interesting and eye-grabbing. And the grass one, I just don't like the grass one. These just look like kind of average Pokemon, only kind of like starters.
I would say the water ones, they definitely have a better idea of what animals to pick for water.
Yes, they definitely do.
Grass, they never have an idea of what to pick, if that's what you were meaning by that. But I would say if you meant like actually like how they act and stuff, like the Greninja is much more serious looking Pokemon.
I'm just talking about how they look.
Just mixed opinions overall for these.
Yeah, and we're gonna get some hate because everyone likes Greninja.
I think that one's honestly the better one of these.
I think it is, but I still don't think it's good.
Like that looks like a Pokemon and stuff. Its
does.
evolution and stuff look like a Pokemon.
I would say the Fire Fox thing would look better as maybe like, you know, a mythical or some shit like that. I just don't think they look that good.
I think Chespin I would like if it was a regular Pokemon. It just does not feel like a grass starter.
I don't think I like it much as a regular Pokemon. I
It
would
just-
say I think that one's an E tier. I would say maybe Frogut, whatever the fucking name is, can be a C tier. The other one a D. Do you agree? Maybe I'm being too harsh.
I would say we can at least get down E tier for now. No, we're not gonna probably end up changing these. I kind of want to give. I guess if we'll give with some of these other ones. I don't think it's as like I think it's like the same quality as Oshawott. I think for Froakie, but
If you want to give it a B tier, that's fine. I think it's one of the last starters that people generally liked. So I would say, yeah, you can put it as a B tier just for that alone. Because there's pretty much only one more starter I think is decent. And that is in the next region.
we got the Alola region. This is a game that we only played parts of, so we don't have as much sentimental value for this game.
That means
But
we can be fair, not biased.
We got Rowlet, Litten, and we got Popplio.
Okay. So, Popplio, I think is straight up enough too.
Yep.
They're just so bad looking, so goofy.
Generic cartoon seal.
It just looks like it can belong in any show. It does not look like a Pokemon.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
Then moving on to Litten. Litten just looks like an average Pokemon. If it was a regular Pokemon, it would be fine.
This is the one that has the wrestling evolution.
Yeah, which is also just stealing. And it looks like every cat Pokemon. Rowlet is cute. They tried something different for the grass Pokemon. I think that one's maybe a C tier at most. It's cute.
Litten, honestly, like its evolutions, design-wise, feel like Pokemon and stuff, and I feel like this is just like a Pokemon they put for the starter because it was fire and had 3 stages. I feel like they should have gone with more with like switching the red and the black around maybe. But also at the same time, I love the black with the red. It's cool, but as you said, it's just a generic cat Pokemon. But Rowlet, I think they actually tried with. They looked at their grass starters and was like, okay, let's pick an actual animal this time, guys.
Bruh.
Rowlet, I think, is the best one of these. But I'm also biased for Rowlet.
Yeah, Rowlet memes are cute.
I don't hate straight up Litten, though.
I don't. I think maybe. Well, if the other Firefox is a D, I can accept it being a D tier at most. But Rowlet definitely has to be a C tier in that case. If you're fine with that.
Are we fine with that?
Just
God,
look at it.
look at the grass starter difference.
This is why everyone says the grass starters are bad. Next, they don't do much better.
We got the Galar region. We got Grookey, Skull Bunny, and Saba.
The first Pokemon game we finished in a while. Listen, that Bunny, it looks so bad.
I get what they were going with that one. It has a lot more character to it than like Grookey does, in my opinion. But it definitely, I think I would enjoy it, and the fact that it's a soccer player, more if it was not a starter, I can give it a lot more leeway, because I don't think it's on paper bad. That one, it looks like a Pokemon.
I just think the other two looks just like they should be average Pokemon, not really starters. That one just looks like it looks like an anime bunny.
Skull Bunny looks totally, like those two, with how the designs, the face and stuff look together. Why does Skull Bunny looks like it's from a different gen?
Doesn't
On face value. Like, look, they're all like completely one color, which is like a big patch of a slightly
honestly
lighter color, and then like their eyes and stuff. Like,
I think if they switched the two fire ones around from this one and the next one, it would just make way more sense.
yeah, honestly, it's weird. They're not on. I hate some of their evolutions, and this is one with like. I for some reason just hate the blob of green that is Grookey.
Grookey, it just should have been an average Pokemon. It shouldn't have been a starter. I think none of these should have been a starter. I think.
Well, Sabo on paper looks not like a bad starter.
Yeah, that's true. I
hate the evolution for Sabo. It's just the thinnest, least amount of pictures you could use with how tiny it is.
I think.
And it has a spy aspect.
I think I think the bunny is an F or E. It actually fits with those three. Would be a F and E, and this bunny would actually fit as a better unit together. They still suck. I think it's an E or an F.
I'm gonna go with E. I don't think it's as bad. I think it's like, I think it's the same thing with Chespin,
It's just trying a little too hard.
but I don't think it's as bad to be an F tier.
Okay. D or E for the other two as well, in my opinion. I don't think they should be higher than C.
I kind of want to give the monkey an E.
Yeah, that's fine. I
just
can
I
agree
don't know
with that.
why maybe if I like played around and used that Pokemon mode, maybe I can like it a little bit better. But I just have issues with it.
Even its evolutions just look like Pokemon.
It's just
like,
a blob of green everything. I don't know. They could have gotten more detail, and I guess with certain aspects. I don't know why I hate it so much.
So that can be an E. D or E for the other one.
Sabo I think can be a D. It's
Okay.
not the most, and so I think like if it is with those two, it looks like they all go together in a way.
Yeah, that's fine by me. But now that means we have the new ones.
The Paladia region. We got. Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking mess these up. We got Spriga. What is that? Sprigatito? Coco and Quaxley? They went with better design aspects of this. They looked at the last ones and was like, Skull Bunny had some good details. The other two maybe not, and they added some good details and kept it simple where it needed to be simple. Like Quaxley, not like a bunch of like outlandish designs, but it had like the hair and stuff. Like
Fuckboy Duck.
I think these ones are honestly a step up overall as a unit,
Yeah.
better than some of the later gens are.
They again though just look like average Pokemon. They don't look like starters. We have the fake Totodile. The cat is just it's a buttercap starter, but it's just a cat. It looks too cute, I think, to even be a Pokemon. It again just looks like one of the ones that looks like it belongs in another game. Everyone's debating so like heavily about these starters though. This is gonna be the one we're most criticized on.
This is definitely the least like knowledge of Pokemon to base into them.
I don't think any of them should go higher than a C tier, and that's giving them a lot of credit.
I think on face value though, I like a lot of aspects of these three.
I just think they're better than the last one. I don't think any of them's in E tier, in my opinion.
Yeah, I definitely don't think so.
I think only reason they can be in E tier is just based on how average Pokemon they all look.
Well, I think that's a fine little thing for them that they all feel. I feel like these three don't feel more like starters though to me than some of the other ones. I don't know. I feel like they feel like starters.
I pretty much am satisfied with putting them either all in D tier, besides maybe one could be C tier. I think they're all kind of average. I'd like to say Quaxley maybe in E tier, just because it kind of fits too much as just a regular water Pokemon that you would never play as.
I feel like it has a lot more personality to it, how it's like is to be just a generic Pokemon. My only issue is Coco over there. They already use kind of like a crocodile type design, even though it's probably some people would be like, it's not a crocodile or alligator. It kind of fits into that before, but it's also doing something different with like the whole face thing.
You're being fat and cute.
It is quite adorable, and I think these ones I definitely can
What's
like a little bit
More
more.
D tier? You can move one up beyond that, I think, D tier, and then you can switch the others around. I'm satisfied.
Why do you such like poor quality look to them? Like I
I
keep
don't
the
know.
organization, but I don't know. I kind of want to say I kind of like the cat to be a C tier, but I won't be too biased.
Yeah, I think it's just a bit biased. I'm satisfied, I think, with this. Looking at it, I am satisfied.
I definitely think maybe we would separately would have a different list.
I
think
think
this
they
is-
won't be too different, though.
I feel like there's a few that I think are better than we're given credit for. I think I definitely after playing the new game, I definitely think those starters could move down or up.
They'll probably move them.
Do you want to say what starter you like the best, though, for the new game that is coming out?
Fuckboy Duck, just because I'll make fuckboy jokes.
I'm definitely like the cat. But that is all for the video today. Maybe we'll do a playthrough of the new game. Probably do at least a video, maybe. I don't know.
Boardman.
I might have been the Raven.
Good night. I wonder if I can zoom in. What's the zoom in one?
Why are you backing away?
You guys scream good morning.
His channels will be linked in the description today. His channels will be linked in the description below. I don't know if you actually wanted me to say the regions' names and stuff, so.
We know the first ones. Like they don't need much of an introduction. Depending where Totodile goes. Looks so bad.
I feel.
Do you know how to stop the video?
No, I don't.
Exit full screen. You can just move the mouse to the top. You can see an X. There you go.